Hello, this is Michael, atheist and alcoholic. I am attending 90 AA meetings in 90 days. Nothing discussed in these videos will ever undermine the anonymity of AA. So today was meeting 63, and someone brought up an actual tool of behavioral modification. I recognized it by the name from Smart Recovery, so it was cool. The tool was the hula hoop, which I hate the fucking name. It's grating. I don't know why I do, but I do. But it is exactly the Stoic dichotomy of control, which is exactly the Serenity prayer of just recognizing the things that you can control from the things that you can't. Wisdom to know the difference. So someone brought that up, which was cool. It made me think of some differences between Smart Recovery and AA. Obviously, I'm going to lean toward Smart Recovery very heavily because of the cognitive behavioral therapy elements, the science-based and evidence-based elements that actually help one to initiate and maintain behavioral changes that are necessary for both quitting drinking and then maintaining one's recovery. Also, Smart Recovery is very self-empowering, big part of the message, rather than that leaning into powerlessness. So definitely resonates more with me. AA just keeps tending to say it works, which is something I keep complaining about. Regarding what works, as I've talked about, the camaraderie is helpful in and of itself. When people share their can be referred to as war stories, just of being in the depths, of being in the shit, that can serve as a good reminder for those further along in recovery, and shares about, being sober, being better can provide newcomers hope, maybe. So that maybe that's part of what works. I still don't think personally it's as useful as specific tools for behavioral modification. I don't. But if it works for some people, great. So one area in which I do kind of lean more towards AA is in AA, you introduce yourself every time. Hello, my name is Michael, and I'm an alcoholic. I haven't yet said I'm an atheist and alcoholic accidentally. That may still happen. That is not encouraged in Smart Recovery. They don't like the labels. They like to think of the individual as more than just being an alcoholic, as somebody who, a person with alcoholic tendencies, somebody with alcohol use disorder. I don't know. It's cumbersome instead of just saying, I'm an alcoholic. I don't think it's self-defeating, self-defining, and self-defeating to label oneself as such. But I get the argument that they make in Smart Recovery. So that's one area I actually do lean more towards AA's approach. The label is simple. It doesn't mean it's all you are. Even if you label yourself as an alcoholic, that's not the only thing you are. That's just part of who you are, and something to always keep in mind, lest one slip back down that slippery slope of complacency leading back to relapse. So my share today, was based off of several shares I heard prior to mine. Several people talked about how they had 2 years sober or 3 years sober, and I don't know if they explicitly said I lost that sober time, I relapsed, but I got the feeling that it was implied, if not them specifically. I've definitely heard other people say that in AA meetings. I'm back to 2 days. I lost that sober time. It's gone. In my share, I said that I began my recovery journey in 2011. And in that time, I've gotten very good at recovery. And I've gotten good at recovery because I've also gotten equally good at relapsing. And I said that kind of tongue in cheek, but I'm also sincere that I learned from every relapse. I was deliberate in figuring out what led up to the relapse, the things that I could avoid in the future, and I got better and better and better at avoiding the relapses each time. And that I never thought I lost that sober time. Out of the gate, I made it 2 years without a drink. The only thing I got good at was not picking up the bottle. I did jack shit else. But that's not nothing. I at least gained that one necessary skill for recovery, though not sufficient to build a good recovery, of just not picking up the fucking bottle for 2 years. And every time I went for a long period of sobriety, whether it was 6 months or 3 years, I learned something more about maintaining sobriety and about actually working on my recovery. So that's it. My share was basically you do not lose that sober time if you relapse. You still have it. An analogy I heard, it's not perfect. It doesn't hit the way I wish it would, but it's the best I got for now. Is that if you decide to drive from New York to San Diego and you get a flat tire 500 miles in, you don't say, well, fuck, I guess it's back to New York. Got to start over. No, you fucking get the tire fixed and you keep going west. Like, you don't start over. So that's it. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys very much, and I will see you here again tomorrow.